Hello and welcome to Movie Reviews 101, and we're today going to talk about fighting with your family, the free ups and the free downs. This is directed by Steve Merchant and stars Florence Pugh, Jack Lowden, Nick Frost, Lena Headey, Vince Vaughn and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And the story follows wrestling superstar Paige as her rise from small-town Norwich wrestling family to her path to WWE glory. Now that's simple enough, an inspirational sports journey from the bottom to the top. So without any further ado, we'll get into the free ups. The three things that are the best that I feel about this movie. First of all is the performances. I think we already kind of guessed that Florence Pugh is going to be great, and I don't want to go too much into this because I think she is fantastic. I actually think it's Jack Lowden who kind of steals the movie because he has to play her brother who has big dreams of becoming a WWE superstar, and he doesn't get selected. And watching what happens to his character and how he makes this, how he just portrays the idea of a broken dream and trying to get on with life is fantastic to see. And well, we can say everyone like Headey and Frost chemistry as the couple of mother and father, fantastic. Just compared to knowing that she is Cersei in Game of Thrones, she nails this comedy role with ease. So yeah, big praise performances all around. Second one is the basic story is going to get you everything you need to see. We already know that we're going to have an inspirational story. Going into it, you kind of know what's going to happen. It was only 5 years ago this happened, so yeah, simple, very effective. And my final one is I'm going to talk about the scenes around Norwich, and a lot of them is just showing you how it's just a bit of hope, this like wrestling business idea that they could do, these kids, and how the Knight family helped these kids and who could be doing nothing, just terrorising the neighbourhood, but now they get to do a little bit of wrestling, rolling around, getting used to the idea of something. And there is a very special character in this movie that does get a lot of, well, not a lot of, but enough point put on him to show just how committed this family is. So there's the free ups. The free downs. Now, this is mainly because I know what really happened. I watched the debut happen in real life, and I didn't like how they shot that. I think they missed key elements of it. I think it doesn't really portray what actually happened well enough. It sounds like a dream coming true well, but it wasn't close enough to the real thing. Secondly is, again, returning to the fact that I knew that Paige had an NXT career, this movie doesn't seem to understand or show us any of this NXT career at all, apart from the training and one tag team match that they had with, what I want to say, I think I know who those three women were meant to be, but they weren't using the real names for probably legal reasons. But I'm not going to say who they are, just in case they're not. The third thing is, it's weird to say this, but The Rock. Yeah, I'm going to pick The Rock on the down list because he's kind of, well, I praise him for producing and helping this movie happen. He kind of just shoehorns himself, it feels like he shoehorns himself into a story just to say, look what The Rock did to help us. Look what The Rock did to help us. And his roles, his scenes are cameos at best. You've seen them all in the trailer. They're slightly longer, yeah, but it's just how they're all portrayed. It's sort of, it's just The Rock doing a Rock thing. It's not the most interesting part of this movie. And that's a good thing, because this movie is not about him, even though he's from a wrestling family. It's about the Knight family. They need the spotlight, not The Rock. But overall, I did enjoy this movie. I did find it very funny, which sounds weird coming from me because I don't like comedies. But it's got some good wrestling sequences that will feel safe, shall we say. I know we had a lot of real wrestlers involved in this movie as well. Most notably, we had Zelina Vega playing AJ Lee. which is the biggest part of most of what happens. And we do have a few cameos from bigger names, but I would give this a 4 out of 5. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Fighting With Your Family, and whether you would like to see the next chapter to this. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to lace up my boots and slap on my tights.